Right, sorry about that. My nose is a bit runny because it's cold as shit out here. Yeah, I'm just making a new video because I've not made one for a while, and on my MP3 player, since my other one was either lost or stolen. But I think it was stolen, but they're not stopping me. So I just want to discuss two things today. One is karma, and two is um, how everyone is disconnected from everything, pretty much. So I'll discuss the Perps first and what they've been doing. They've kind of stepped back the targeting somewhat, but it seems to be increasing again. The sirens start every time I get my bus now. The sirens have started again. They stopped that for about 2 weeks, I think, because I was exposing it a lot. So they decided to cut that back, but they've started doing that again. But yeah, lately they've not been doing the one headlights so much. It's been more the one brake lights. It has been today anyway. So, I was going up to the park for a walk, and they send the one brake light car in front of me. It pulls into the drive, and then it just drives out again the same way. So they did that. Another thing they've been doing is they seem to be targeting me with black Ford Focuses with one brake light out, because recently someone moved in and I got when you just see someone and you got a bad feeling, like, watch that motherfucker, you know what I mean, when you get that feeling. I just had that feeling as soon as this motherfucker came in. He's staring at me, you know what I mean, with that malicious look the Perps do, that hatred look. And they've been doing that a lot because they can't stand me, man. They can't stand the fact that I'm still here, you know what I mean. But it's gonna take more than bullshit to move me, you know what I mean. But yeah, this guy, I just didn't like him from the start. So he has a black Ford Focus, and down the line, had a few things where I thought it might go down, where he was just staring at me, you know what I mean. But then the third time, I was like staring at him, like directly at him, like saying, "Yeah, I know what you're doing," and he just kind of looked to the ground and back down, you know what I mean. And after that, I noticed his Ford Focus, which is black, had um, one brake light missing. It was parked up, and I noticed this, so I thought, is this guy a perp? But I wasn't sure. But lately and in the past, but especially today, I've noticed. Today, especially, they've had like 3 or 4 black Ford Focuses without brake lights on. So I don't know if they're trying to sensitize me to black Ford Focuses for some retarded reason, but that's what it feels like today, because I just went out for a walk and there was like 2 of them, but I'll get into that. But anyway, I was going up to the park, and that car went in and out. So, and here's the karma aspect. I'm coming up through this alleyway out into the street, and on the right hand side there is they've been targeting me with red again a little bit today as well. That's what I think. I'm not certain, but I think they have. But there was this red car parked up. Sorry, even before that. No, sorry, before that, I forgot something. I'm coming out the alleyway, and on my left side there was a blue car. Sorry, I forgot about that. There was a blue car. And as soon as I walk up behind it, the engine starts, doesn't it? Like, the engine starts. Then it starts to drive off. So I'm like, okay, this is what they do a lot. So I'm thinking, I bet there's a perp around the corner. You know what I mean? So I'll keep walking, and there was a red car on the right hand side of the road on this little street. And this motherfucker in the car's just looking at me, like, smirking, you know what I mean? But this is the karma aspect. On the opposite side of the street, there's an old woman, and she just came out of the house. She looked pissed off, you know what I mean? And she says, "Oh, I'm sick of this," like that. She just goes up to this perp's car and just says, "Can you move your damn car out the driveway? I'm sick of you parking here," you know what I mean? Oh, you should have seen the perp, man. You should have seen that perp. I was just smiling all over my face, man. You know, I was like, yeah, bitch, yeah, yeah. I was like that. I just knew then that was meant to happen. You know, to fuck with them. But this bitch in the car, he just drove off. You know what I mean? But just says, I'm sick of you bloody parking your cars here. But you know, I proper smile. I like look, made sure he saw me like smiling. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bitch, yeah, yeah. So I just went past that, and uh, you know, I got targeted after my park. I went to the park and didn't see anything again. I had the sirens in the park, which is what they do all the time. This is a different part to the one I usually film in, but it's close. But they had the sirens in the background. They always do. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh. It's just not even bothering me anymore. I'm like, oh, here we go again. And they made the effort to send a buggy with orange flashing lights down as well. But you know, I'm like, fuck that shit. I don't care. So after that, I leave the park, heading down. You know, oh, another thing they've started doing. Again, I'm not going to say this is them, but it seems to happen a lot. You know, those really loud mopeds where it's like they keep sending one of them, like seriously, man, like 5 times a day outside my flat, like 4, 5 or 6 times sometimes. There's like this motherfucker in a moped, and he'll make an effort to park it right outside my window. You know what I mean? So there's this motherfucker on the moped and every time he sets off, you know, he'll rev it up like to the max. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean when they're just fucking loud as shit. So this is something that started happening, and this has only started happening like 2 weeks ago. This shit didn't really used to happen. So, but I've seen this motherfucker on his moped before. But it's funny how all of a sudden it starts happening every day in ridiculous amounts. And I'm still getting the motherfuckers coming in at 11:30 at night as well, like just parking in their little black Audi. Yeah, I see you in that little black Audi. Don't think I don't see you, man. You know, in that little black Audi driving in, 'cause I see you, man. I know you're trying to fuck with me on that shit. It's like these perps, man. Before it was quite a lot of different cars, but now it seems to be like just this single guy in this black Audi. You know what I mean? And he'll always make it known often to park outside my window. You know what I mean? It happens every night, but you know, at least if I won't go into that because they might start doing that again. But I'm not going to say. But anyway, yeah, I just on the karma thing again. I'm like, I want to go for another walk, so I go outside, and as soon as I go outside, I see a guy in an orange high visibility jacket in, guess what, a black Ford Focus. So, and this they're trying to, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make me fear. It's to remind me of that guy in the black Ford Focus who was staring at me. So they're trying to put fear in my mind, you know, to be fearful of my life. That's what they're basically trying to do. But anyway, there's a guy in the orange high vis. Is obviously because I've talked about being targeted by the bikes with high vis, so it's just to let me know, you know what I mean? But so this motherfucker drives past in the high vis, looks pissed off, puts the brakes on, you know, and shows me the one brake light. So I'm thinking, you know, it could be a coincidence, you know, just a normal one brake light. But as a TI, you know, this happens to me all the time, so I'm already thinking this is perp shit, like. It's like 30 seconds after that, another black Ford Focus comes down the street, and this motherfucker looks mad. You know what I mean? He looks pissed off, like pissed off, big time pissed off. So I'm like straight up thinking, this guy's a perp. You know what I mean? My instinct just said this guy's a perp. So this guy goes past in his black Ford Focus, puts the brakes on again. What do you know? One brake light in the space of what? 30 seconds of leaving the flat. And that's because they got my phone on, so they can hear the door slamming, or they can hear me entering and leaving. So, you know, they can use your phones to listen in, and I'm making sure that I've got my phone near me, so if anyone's listening in, you can suck your mum, you know what I mean? I just hope you hear that on the phone. And I'm turning my phone off actually a bit, because I don't want my phone on all the time. These motherfuckers listening in on my phone. So, but yeah, after that, this is the karma aspect again. They send a car. And they'll do this all the time. As soon as I leave the flat, there'll be cars racing past, you know what I mean? Like, doing like 60 mile an hour down this little road. So, this car comes racing down, you know what I mean? Like they usually do. Oops, smash. Hits the bottom of his car again on the road. So you can't, that's just letting you know. I hope you perps know, because it's happened to you once. That's just you perps being shown that you can't fuck with me, man. Because if you fuck with me, shit's gonna start happening to you, and you know that. I know you know that, because it is happening. You can't fuck with me like that. You can't fuck with anyone like that and expect shit not to happen. So I hope your car's smashed up again, and I hope you get all bills and shit from the bottom of your car being smashed up. Because I saw that. I mean, this guy may have not been a perp, but I doubt it. It's like they sent the two cars to like sensitize me, and then they launched the attack, which is something they do. They'll often sensitize you and then attack. It's like before, when the car drives off in front of me, it's to sensitize me to let me know when the siren's playing in the background. Because I've just turned my phone off and they're not happy, but you know, they can suck them on. So, but there'll be like sensitization to get you like on point and like what the fuck's going on, you know what I mean? And then they'll launch the attack. And the desensitization was the car, the blue car, and it was blue. And you know, because I recently talked about how they targeted me with blue cars, right? So it's a blue car, isn't it? Oh, did you hear that? They turned the siren off near here. You know, I'm so scared of that. Oh my god, I'm so fucking frightened. You know, I'm not. But anyway, fucking faggots. But anyway, but that's something they'll do as well. They'll just drive the sirens getting closer and closer and closer, and then all of a sudden, when it gets near you, it'll go whoop like that, and they'll turn it off. And this happens a lot. This happened all summer, but it's hadn't happened for a while. But it is happening like with the sirens in the background, but not the getting closer and turning off. But they did that all summer. You know, probably every 2 days to every day in the summer they were doing that shit. Sometimes like 3 or 4, 5 times a day, that shit. But yeah, as I was saying, the blue car drives off, it's like to sensitize you. And then they launch the attack, which is the guy smirking in the car, you know what I mean? But it's like, faggots, man, that's all you doing. You bitch made, you ain't nothing, man, that's all you are, you're nothing. You're nothing, you're not even worth thinking of. I just like exposing your bullshit, man. Because it's fun, it's amusing, but yeah, that's like what they'll do. They'll just fucking sensitize you and then launch the attack. You know, just so you know that it's them. For instance, well, not for instance, but for example, I mean, it's like with today with a car racing past. And they've started doing the one hand in pocket again as well. They started doing that again. They hadn't done that for a while because I was walking everywhere with one hand in my pocket. And I'll just start doing that again, you know. Well, I have started doing it again. But yeah, they've started doing the one hand in pocket shit again because of the bitches and the faggots. But yeah. But anyway, that's all I gotta say, and I'll upload this probably tomorrow.